everybody. Welcome back to the Taylor House Museum virtual tour. Last week we ended in the hallway, so today we're going to move from the hallway into the front parlor. So come on and follow me this way. The interiors of the Taylor House Museum, we did set up to recreate the interiors of an 1830s house. We do have the original inventory of the Isaiah Covington family that was done in 1845 when Mr. Covington died. So we do have an idea of what the furnishings would have looked like. They were mostly small, light pieces. They could be moved around because the rooms would have served multiple purposes. We do not have any original furnishings that belonged to Isaiah Covington or his family, but the pieces that you do see in this house are all of the period from the 1830s, and we were lucky enough to actually have several pieces donated that were in local houses around the Berlin area. So one interesting piece of note is the portrait above the mantelpiece. It is a portrait of a local woman named Mary White. She lived in Robin's Nest, which is a house just down the street from the Taylor House Museum. We believe it was done by an itinerant portrait painter, which means that it would have been a person that traveled the countryside with portraits mostly finished. So for example, the lace cap she's wearing and the dress itself probably was done prior to the portrait painter painting her. So what he would have done, he would have come and painted just her face, and then the portrait would have been able to be hung. All the woodwork you see is original to the house, so the carved mantelpiece and some of the carvings you see on this mantelpiece were also echoed on the carvings of the front door. There is also graining that has been done on the doors. We'll talk a little bit more about that next week, but there was graining painted on the doors of the house. And one final interesting piece is when we were working on restoring the house, some sections were left kind of in process, so you can see what things would have looked like. This lock is not original to this house, but it is a copy of one that was on this door, and there is an original one in another local house, Burley Cottage, which is just down the street from us. So thank you so much for visiting us again. Tune in next week, and next week we will be talking about the dining room and the office. Have a great day.